Okay, I think we are already live. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome for today's continuous discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we're going to cover text 22, chapter 1. Sorry, Canto 1, chapter 6, text 22. So I'm so grateful to every one of you for joining us today on this very, very auspicious day. Today is Ekadasi. On this Ekadasi day, to study Srimad Bhagavatam, to chant the holy name is all very auspicious, and somewhat still is Purushottama month. So we are very fortunate that since we are studying every day, so we are utilizing and making use of all these auspicious days, auspicious moment in studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So before we start, let's do our invocation prayer. Before the invocation prayer, I've forgotten. Is it before or after? All right. Okay. Who's going to express gratitude today? Today is Mother Krishna Kumari, right?
Yes.
Okay, Mataji, you can start.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Dhanavad Pranam to you, Prabhu, and also all those online devotees attending this Bhagavatam class. Okay, I would like to express my gratitude to Patita Taruna Prabhu because he is very, very generous in allocating his most of his morning time with us, explaining about the Bhagavatam in details. And I wanted to join the Bhakti Vaibhava, but then because of my health concern, I chose the second option, which is to join this class. And Prabhu is very humble in the sense that whatever doubts that I have, even after the class, if I ask him, he's there to guide me. And he is very patient in the sense that he attends to all questions raised by the devotees for all their doubts. And he managed to answer it uh, very successfully. From the bottom of the heart, I really, really thank you, Prabhu, for having this class for people like us who are really fortunate to have you as a guidance to pursue these Bhagavatam lessons in our life. But I would not know whether I'll be able to continue complete all my Bhagavatam as for my age. But whatever it is, I will do my level best. If I cannot make it to do a direct online class, I shall go to the video and see the video clip for that day. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so today and tomorrow will be Mother Vismamala Krishnan will be expressing a gratitude for Friday, and Monday, whoever that if you think you can get ready to express gratitude, very important. So expressing gratitude is basically you have to also express gratitude to what was inspired you for the day. You know, how grateful are you for whatever blessings that you have. It's very important because gratitude determines your latitude. Gratitude determines latitude. How grateful are you with life, with everything? See, yesterday I was explaining in all the prayers and everything, all that prayers are basically gratitude. So as we go on, we can be very grateful. Every morning, first thing we wake up, we have to be expressing our gratitude in front of the Lord. I know. So in anything, before you start your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, before you chant, express your gratitude to the person who brought you to this movement, how this thing happened. And of course, to Srila Prabhupada, that is the must, right? Srila Prabhupada, who translated Srimad Bhagavatam at a very advanced age. So when we're looking at all these situations, and even the one that brought you to Hare Krishna, you have to be eternally grateful to that person, right? So when we go on expressing our gratitude, it determines the latitude. Where are you heading? It's very important, okay? Because 1.5 years I'm with Pran Govinda Prabhu. Every morning, every time before the class starts, he wants someone to express gratitude. Because the more and more you express your gratitude, the more and more transformations start happening in your heart. I don't know how it works, but it works. So that's why we're also bringing in the same style in this how they call. So to this Bhagavatam study group, and I always eternally grateful to my spiritual master, to Srila Prabhupada, and to Pran Govinda Prabhu for inspiring me to this program. Thank you so much. And also I'm grateful to each and every one of you, dear devotees, and those who are watching online. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you, because you are my motivation, you are my inspiration, and you are the one who are giving me the tirelessness, right? So sometimes when I'm tired, sometimes I just think, why not take a break, all this. But your enthusiasm is very contagious, even though that we are all gathering virtually, yet your enthusiasm is so contagious that it pleasurably don't want to take a break. Thank you so much. All right, with that thought, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachire Starine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ti Namine Shri Varshabhana Vidayitai Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknana Daine Prabhave Namah Madhuryo Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dina Tarine Rupanuga Viruddha Pasitanta Dvanta Harine Nama Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhume Stvam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Patitanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurati Rama Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakim Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayati Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirai Nastaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yatanvayat itarascharte swa abhijna swarat tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo vari mridam yata vinimayo yatra trisango mrsha damna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimai. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namo Vishnu Krishna Stotram. Srimadi Jayapataka Swami Tinamani Namacharya Padayana Taikrupa Pradayana Gaura Katitam Pandana. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Srila Acharya Padayana. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So let's continue our wonderful discussion. So today we're going to cover text 22. Okay. Where is it? I opened it. Oh, I didn't. Why? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam. Is there any questions that you want to ask before we start? All right. All right. So, okay. So today we're going to do text 22. So yesterday we had a very nice discussion. All right. It took us the whole 1.5 hours just discussing this one text 21. All right. So important that we say that when Lord Vishnu appeared, spoke to Narada Muni, he said, I regret that during this lifetime, you will not be able to see me anymore. Those who are incomplete in service, who are not completely free from all material taints, can hardly see me. So we had a very thorough discussion of Srila Prabhupada's purport. But after all, what they call Prabhupada end the discussion with such a wonderful statement. He say that a pure devotee of the Lord therefore follows the footsteps of a great devotee like Narada, Prahlad, etc. How? Engage his whole time glorifying the Lord by the process of Kirtana. It's very, very important process of Kirtana, and such a preaching process is transcendental to all material qualities. All right. So what Prabhupada is insisting? Preaching. So preaching falls under Harinam Sankirtan, distributing books, and also Prabhupada always says that that this is Brahad Mardanga. Brahad Mardanga means the Mardanga that is so huge, when you hit, the whole world can hear. Just in 15-20 minutes, what can you speak about Krishna? Somehow or other convinced to put a book in their hand. So once they take the book, they go back and Prabhupada will take over and start to preach the Krishna Katha and eventually make the change in the heart. Eventually that person becomes a devotee, and that person will be remembering you rest of his life. You are the instrument. Other than that, in this material, there's nothing so great that we have done that we can be remembered forever, right? Because everybody in this world is just a insignificant people. One person will do something and another person will take the credit. That's what happened. All the people, all the brains will make a proposal, and the prime minister will get the name, say that he came out with a good proposal. Actually, he's such a fool. He doesn't know how to make decision. But all these proposals were made by his assistants and everything. But these kind of people were not even recognized. But in Krishna conscious, it's not like that. Krishna conscious is not like that. Because I remember one Prabhu, the Prabhu that in Ipoh, today he's chanting 64 rounds, 30 days full fast, right? Only with fruits. Such a renowned 75-year-old man, former policeman, so renowned, so wonderful. And one day he told me, quite some time back, he said, do you remember, he was formerly an inspector in that area when there was a festival. He said, you know something, Prabhu, I just remembered how we keep thinking hard that I've seen you somewhere. Right? I said, yeah, where did you see me? I mean, how? Around 20-25 years ago, I bought the first Gita from you. He remembers. He remembers that he bought the first Bhagavad Gita from me. That's 20-25 years ago. So like that. So if you preach, if you distribute books, if you convince others, and you do kirtan, all these things are so glorifying and is so transcendental. All right. So by this, that a person can become immediately, it is a fast track of achieving pure devotional service by removing all the taint in material condition of life. Our mind is so agitated. When we try to, like today, when it comes to Ekadasi day, do you all experience this? I'm not so, I shouldn't say you all, like I myself. Other days I can go on without eating, but on Ekadasi day, I feel my hunger is double. Right? On Ekadasi day, I feel like eating halwa. All these kind of thoughts will come in my mind on Ekadasi. Other days, it's not that. Why? Because there's an agitation of the mind. So in that, we have to be actively involved in reduce the agitation of the mind. We have to be actively involved. The mind is active. So we cannot passively sit down and meditate. We cannot passively sit down and... No, you have to be actively involved. Use that agitate, just like people like to go surfing. You know, when the big wave comes, they like to play surf. You know, there's a small kind of boat. They stand on it and they surf. So what they do, they utilize the agitation of the sea to enjoy themselves surfing. Similarly, we have to use our agitation mind to serve in Krishna, especially the aggressive service like kirtan, book distribution. It's a very, very important thing. So this is one of the process. After all the things Prabhupada explained, he concluded with this final statement. All right. So today we're going to start text 22. Sakrit yat darshitam rupam sakr. Okay, this is the word r. So sakrit yat darshitam sha. Oh, shampoo, what is sha? Darshitam rupam. Okay, when you see M and M, but there's a dot here. So how are we going to say this? It sounds like NG. Okay, NG. Whenever you see a dot on the M, we say it like So that means you don't close your mouth to conclude the statement. Like for instance, when you see that Omkara, right? It sounds like this. There's another term Om also called the eternal sound of ether. So when you say Om, you have already concluded. So when you put so it's continuing. So U, right? There's a spelling Om. Im. So like that. So that and of course there's another thing that I just read. Remember that A means Krishna, U means Radha, M means Gopi, and the dot is dot is the Sakis and the devotee. That means it's never ending. Okay, anyway, I don't go into the detail now. All right, so like that. So darshitang, then rupam. Darshitang So that means that means you're going to pronounce the M from your nose. When you pronounce the M from the nose, it creates a sound like but actually all right. Sakrit yat darshitang rupam. This is M. Rupam etat kamayate naga. There's apostrophe means there's a silent A here. So teya naga. So te naga. So we don't say te anaga because the word is combined. Okay, the word is combined here. So etat kamaya te naga mat kama ha. Okay, the word ha. Not we don't say kamaha. So mat kama. Can you hear the word kama? Okay, just a short A. Mat kama shanakai sadhu sarvan munchati nya. This is nya, and with the line on top is nya. So munchati richayan rich. All right, rich chayan. Okay, let's try. Sakrit yat darshitang rupam etat kamayate naga matkama shanakai sadhu sarvan munchati hrichayan. Sakrit yat darshitam rupam etat kamayate naga matkama shanakai sadhu sarvan munchati hrichayan. Sakrit yat darshitang rupam etat kamayate naga matkama shanakai sadhu sarvan munchati hrichayan. Okay, let's try. Devotees, please start. Recite the verse. Go ahead, Sundari Mataji.
Me, Prabhu?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sakritya darsitam rupam etat kamayate naga matkama sa kahi sadhu sarvan munchayan.
Okay. Now, Mataji, now you do this. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and recite again.
Sakritya darsitam rupam etat kamayate naga matkama saha kahi sadhu sarvan munchati hrichayan.
Can you see the difference?
Yes, Prabhu.
And just now when you're saying, you are breathing it out. So you stuck here and there. When you take a deep breath, in one breath, say the verse.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Next.
Prabhu, shall I?
Go ahead, Mataji.
Sakritya darshitam rupam etat kamayate nagha matkama sanakaye sadhu sarvan muchati harchayan.
Very nice. But this is not Sanaka. Shanaka. Sha.
Shanaka. Okay.
All right. Nice. Next. Come on quickly. Another one more person.
Can I do, Babu?
Yes. Prabhu, go ahead.
Sakrityat darsidam rupam etat kamayate anaga matkama sanakai sadhu sarvam muchanti harchayam.
Okay. Again, this is not Sanaka. Sha. Shanakai. All right.
Right. Thank you, Babu.
Yad darshitang rupam etat kamayate naga matkama shanakai sadhu sarvan unchati hrechayan. Nagarajan Prabhu, you want to try?
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
Satyat darsitam rupam etat kamaya tinaga matkama sanake sadhu sarvan munchati richayan.
All right, nice. Okay.
Thank you,
Sakrit.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Sakrit. Once only. All right. This is a very, very inspiring verse. Before that, I would like to explain. This is a very, very inspiring verse. The verse that can create, after we hear that previous verse, now we have some kind of fear. Can I achieve that perfection? But in this verse, Krishna is explaining. Now the Vishnu, the word, the sentence says, in this birth, oh, you can never come to me. Because when there is still a tinge of this thing, you tinge of material. Why? What is the tinge? Because you went to the forest. Even you in the forest, in the mode of goodness, still you are there in the material condition of life. You do not qualify. I regret to inform you. And imagine, after we went through the verse, I think some of you, in fact, some of you even text me. So will that be any possibilities of me going back home, back to Godhead? Right? But I want it. But still, I've got a strong desire that's stopping me from achieving my success. So now, what to do? So this is the verse. Lord Vishnu is informing, what they call Narada. Sakrit, only once. Yat, that. Darshitam, shown. Rupam, form. Etat, this is. Kamaya, kamaya. Kamaya means anchoring. Okay. Te, your, anaga, oh, virtuous one. Mat, mind. Kama, desire. Shanakai, by increasing. Sadhu, devotee. Sarvan, all. Munchati, gives away. Rips, shayan, material desires. Anyone? Please read the translation.
I read, Prabhu.
Yes.
O virtuous one, you have only once seen my person, and this is just to increase your desire for me.
Virtuous one.
Because the more you hanker for me, the more you will be freed from all material desires. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what the translation says? Oh, virtuous one. So the Vishnu is saying, how we know it's Vishnu? Because he see the word M-Y, capital M. So that means Krishna is speaking. That means Vishnu is speaking. He say, oh, virtuous one, you have only once seen my person. Only once. Okay, what is the reason? And this is just to increase your desire for me. You just increase your desire for me. Because the more you hanker for me, the more you will free from material desires. Wow! Isn't that fantastic? What did Lord Vishnu saying? The Lord is saying, I just showed a glimpse of me because I want you to increase your desire. So Krishna is not that bad. Lord Narayana, Lord Vishnu is not that bad. After show some glimpse and run away and go and hide and make a person go crazy. But then he justified. Because from this story of Narada Muni, it is an example for us to learn. Just like how in Bhagavad Gita, all the questions that Arjuna asked, actually he asked on our behalf. So now, whatever things that happen in life of Narada Muni is something for us to contemplate. Okay. Only once you've seen my person, and that is just to increase your desire for me. Because the more you hanker for me, the more you'll be freed from all material desire. You only have two options. But hankering is there. Hankering is part of the human nature. It's there. You can never avoid hankering. So the choice is whether you want to hanker for material desire or whether you want to hanker for spiritual desire. When we start to hanker for material desire, I wish I can do this, I can send my children to this kind of studies, I wish I can do that, do this, hanker. It only increases pain and suffering. Why pain and suffering? Because it creates bondage. How it happens? When I hanker for something, when the hankering is so powerful enough, I will get down and work for it. So when I start to work day and night to work for it to gain the money so that I can fulfill my desire, fulfill my hankering. So through that earn income, through that, you're going to get stuck with more and more problem. Because in this material world, nothing but problem. All right. Sometimes you say, oh, I wish I can earn so much of money. And after that, you're stuck with income tax. If you don't pay your tax properly, that's it. Right? Or I need to have a lot of money so that I build a house, so I put CCTV around the house. For me, when I lived a simple house, I have no worries, carefree. Now I need to put CCTV all around my house. Don't know who's coming, don't know who's going. Anxiety. But the same time, when you start to hanker for spiritual, when you start to hanker for Krishna, I can't stay. I can't take it anymore, Krishna. I can't take it anymore. I want to come back to you. All right? Every day in, day out, you think about that. First, if you start to think, right? Maybe there's no desire, but at least to think logically. Yes, this is not a place for a gentleman. I see lots of betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. The party that we thought were going to make a difference, we vote, and that party is betraying me. The leader that's supposed to protect us, the leader is betraying me. All these kind of things. The nature is betraying me. My children and wife is betraying me. Betrayal is not like going to have this, but what they call what my expectation. That means going against my expectation. I sacrificed my life for this. Now it's all I'm betrayed. Betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. So the only one who will not betray me is you, Krishna. Even if you betray me, that betrayal give me a lot of happiness. Because what did Krishna told Radha and Gopis? I'll be back soon. He went for 100 years. Didn't come back. It's kind of betrayal. But that betrayal, even the Gopis and the Radha, I mean, all were hankering, but still it gives them a lot of pleasure. So it creates that kind of hankering. So that we said, oh Krishna, I can't take this anymore. As a logic, we take it, accept it as logic. Right? Then after that, when we go on hankering, it turns into a desire. So hankering plus desire. Sorry, not hankering, lamentation. First, we have a lamentation. This is not a place for me. And Krishna, you are the only source. You are the only way I can come to you. So now you start to develop desire. So lamentation plus desire, it creates hankering. So when we start to hanker until we come to the thing of burning desire. So once we come into burning desire, it become more, the hankering will become more intense. When the intense hankering happen in spiritual way, what will happen? We'll be freed from material desire. If the same emotion happen in material way, it creates depression. And that depression eventually will lead to suicide. If the thing becomes extremely painful, hankering for material desire. But the spiritual hankering, right, that creates, it doesn't give you depression, it gives you freedom. It gives you, that means the more, that's what Krishna Lord says, the more you hanker from me, the more you'll be freed from all kind of material desires. Right? So imagine in our lifetime, usually we always say we have to be successful, we have a lot of material desire. But after, when we reach the age of 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, most of you are 50s and above. Okay, I'm almost there. 2 years, I'll be 50. So it's a reality hit. After we lived, 5 decades, then we come to the conclusion, actually it's true. Whatever I achieved, actually, after all, nothing matters. Let's look at the purpose. A living being cannot be vacant of desire. This is a first important point. Please underline the statement. I think I have this. I saw the boy, Vraja Prema. Are you there, Vraja? Oh, Vraja is not here. Okay. Because that day we had a discussion. We had a discussion about saying that, what they call? Was it here or I don't know who asked me. Did anyone ask me whether will you have desire in spiritual world? Did anyone of you asked? I remember, but I think Vraja Prema asked. Do you think you will be desire or desireless in Goloka or Vrindavan? Goloka, Vrindavan, when you go back to Godhead, will your desire will cease? Do you understand my question? It's a very important point to concentrate to, because this is another detail studies. Here in this material, we have desire. But the question is, once we go back to Godhead, are we cease of desire? That means our desire will disappear? What do you think?
I think yes, Prabhu.
Yes
Hare
means
Krishna.
what? Yes means
our
what?
there will be no desire in Goloka.
No desire in spiritual world.
Yes.
All right. Where did you heard that, Prabhu? Mataji?
One of your class, Prabhu, Prabhu, you were
from,
talking about it.
you heard from
Yes.
somewhere, right? Okay, fair enough. Then Vaishnava Kripa, Prabhu?
There will be a desire to serve Krishna.
Okay.
Increase
Right.
in newer and newer ways to satisfy Krishna.
Okay. Right. So, I think Ananda Sundari Mastaji also answered the same thing. Spiritual desire to serve the Lordship. Okay. All right. Anyone else?
Prabhu, Prabhu, I too think that we will not have any desire once we go to Krishna Loka.
Okay. Once you go there, you become desireless. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we have 2. Satyanarayan Prabhu, what do you think? Are you there? Are you convenient to talk? Or Chaitanya Daya Prabhu? Purna, yeah. Nagarajan Prabhu, what do you think?
I think Prabhu, desire will be there, but it's a desire will be only on Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna.
Very good. Why do you think that, Prabhu?
Because we are leaving the materialist world and going towards Krishna. So
Okay.
our thoughts all will be on him.
You are
But
living
whatever other thoughts that can disturb also will diminish and disappear.
But now when you go to spiritual world, do you still carry of your material ideology, material thinking, Prabhu?
No, we should not.
Why?
We shouldn't have.
Yeah. I mean, how to understand that? How to understand your statement now?
See, we are supposed to be leaving the material thoughts, material things, and going towards spiritual. And our thoughts will be always of Shiva. Sorry. Krishna.
Hmm.
So we cannot run away from that.
Okay.
Even now,
So-
you know, when we are there, we will be always chanting Krishna, 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 right?
So,
Otherwise, we may not qualify to go to the spiritual world.
okay. So now, do you understand the previous verse, Prabhu? Can you relate your statement with previous verse, verse 20?
Yes, Prabhu, but you see, even though we have not, we would have, I mean, we still would have maybe material thoughts, but even once we have seen Krishna, Krishna will still pull us toward him.
Correct. I agree to that. Now, just say that your statement just now you said, you should not have anything here. We drop everything, we go there. So we don't
Yes.
carry any of the material
Thoughts.
experience, right?
Yeah.
So now, can you relate that to your previous verse just now that we read, verse 20? Verse 20, what it says? That those who are incomplete in service, who are not completely free from material desire, material taints, okay, they can hardly see me. They can hardly achieve, go back to God. Now, can you see the relative? Can you see the relation?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what he said is correct. So what is the proof, Prabhu? Verse 20 is the proof. That means
Yes.
when we go back to Godhead, we don't carry any of this material experience. Why? Because if you still have material experience, you have to stay here and get rid of it and go there.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Yes, very nice, Prabhu. Very nice understanding. That shows you are a very intelligent person. Of course, you are a teacher.
No, it's all
1960s,
your blessing,
a
Guru.
graduate. Yeah, amazing, amazing. All right. Okay, now we have two. Do you have material desire in spiritual world? So, Satyanarayanan Prabhu, do you like to give any comment? Are you available to speak? Or Ratanavel Prabhu, Ratana Sabha Prabhu? Can you say something? Purna. Yes, Chong Prabhu.
Think if we, of course, material hindrances, all this is there, but our constitutional position is that we have spiritual senses, definitely we have spiritual desire.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now we 3-2 already. Okay. Yes. Desire, what Chong Prabhu said it very nicely, the constitutional position.
Prabhu, good morning. Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhu. I just want to ask, because this question is makes me want to ask this question. If we are leaving this world, is just the soul is traveling back? How can we have all this desire and all that?
Very good question. That's why what Prabhu says is constitutional position.
So we are leaving everything here behind. Everything, our desire, our materialistic, everything we are leaving, and we are going, whatever we have done, I mean, we are going back to Godhead. Shouldn't we not have any desire and all that, only looking for Krishna when we leave this world?
Okay.
Isn't
right.
it correct, Prabhu? How should we have?
Yes, I'm going to answer you now, Mataji.
Okay, thank you.
So, the material desire, see, desire is a constitutional position. First, we understand the constitutional position. Constitutional position means what? The situation which is inbuilt. Okay, Mataji? That means it is a part of the characteristic. Are you with me, Mataji? The Chinese Mataji?
Yeah, Prabhu, I'm listening.
So that means it is part of it. That means what is the natural tendency of the soul is to serve, to desire, to love. All these are natural tendency of the pure soul. But we are in this material covering, material condition. That is what our gross body. So what happened, Mataji? We are expressing our love, our tendency in a wrong way, in a materially conditioned way. You got it, Mataji?
Yeah.
So what happened now? when we are, what happened? We are, when we leave this world, we leave behind our gross body, our subtle body. As a pure soul, we are going back home, back to Krishna in the original form. Okay. So in that
Okay.
original form, Mataji, there is love, there is serve, and there is desire. Because it's part of it. So when we go back home, back to Godhead, we will still have desires. But now the desire is to serve the Lord. The desire is to see Krishna being very happy. Our job is to always ensure, how can I serve Krishna? We are always in ecstasy. So Krishna is coming. Maybe we are helping Mother Radharani, or we are helping this, assisting this Mother Yasoda, preparing lunch for Krishna, for him to pack. You know, when he goes to cow herding, he'll bring along his tiffin carrier. He go around the tiffin carrier, he'll be sitting under the tree, and he'll be having so much of fun. Right? He'll be going there and they prepare, you know, they'll be like having a picnic. So we don't know where are we going to serve, because we still haven't realized our Swarupa, our original form. So the original form we will understand once we become a pure devotee. When all our material tinge conditioning removed, that's when we start to understand our original position. So what you're going to leave behind in this world is materially conditioned love, materially conditioned desire, and materially conditioned service. Serve the country, serve the nation. All these are materially conditioned. So when we engage in devotional service, Mataji, we are purifying these to spiritual. That means once I become a devotee, it's not necessary that I'm not going to serve. I still have to serve, because that's a constitutional position. But now my service has become purified. I've got a desire, must have desire. So the desire has become purified. Then I've got a love. I have to love everyone. I have to love my children, my grandchildren, my nation, everybody. But now my love purified. Okay, Mataji?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand, Prabhu.
You understand?
Prabhu, I'll ask one more question, Prabhu.
Definitely. Go ahead.
I in my 60s. I'm, I have still have desire for this kind of food. Whenever I go to India, I see this, whatever food is served. Like when I went to Jagannath, after praying and all that, my desire, I want to go and eat the Mahaprasad. I want to go and eat. I keep repeating, saying, I must eat the Mahaprasad. The desire to eat is it wrong to have that kind of desire, Prabhu? Or when I was in Ayodhya, I wanted to eat that makkan and, those things like, it's very delicious. I don't know how to explain this. So that desire for this kind of thing, is it wrong to have this kind of thing?
Well, it is wrong to speak about it on Ekadasi day.
No. Today I'm fasting. I'm fasting actually. But I mean, is the desire?
I was just joking.
Is it wrong?
All right. So when you talk about Bakkan and everything in Ayodhya, is still prasadam, right?
Yeah, prasadam. And then, when I'll go look for a ISKCON temple or...
Okay, now to crave for prasadam, it is very glorious. When you go to Jagannath Puri and you just wait, you can't wait to eat that Mahaprasadam.
Yeah, the Mahaprasad, yeah.
It's very glorious. You go to Ayodhya, you want to eat that makkan for Lord Ramachandra, it's very glorious. You're going, you just want to go to some ISKCON temple and have 16 varieties of feast on a banana leaf.
Yeah, they are thali set especially.
Yeah, but if you just want to do these to some other kind of, that means you feel like, there's one restaurant there, I would like to, that is sense.
No, I don't look for all those kind of things. I'm now very careful.
Yes, so that shows that this is spiritual. Even desiring for prasadam is very powerful. Do you know the Radha Yatra festival?
The Jagannath.
Yeah, the Radha Yatra, Jagannath, everything. You know what? One of the main reason why the Radha Yatra festival, it was started because of prasadam.
Yeah.
The prasadam conflict. All right. This our friend Narada Muni. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say our friend. Narada, it's our Acharya. I'm so sorry. He's so used to talking. So our Acharya, Srila Narada, came from Vaikunta to Kailash, happily singing and dancing. And Lord Shiva asked, why are you so happy? Oh, you wouldn't believe, my Lord, Mahadeva. I just went to Vaikunta and I had a fantastic prasadam. Oh, very nice. And after Lord Shiva hearing, he mouth started watering and he asked, did you bring some for me? Then Narada Muni, uh-oh, I have forgotten. Then Lord Shiva will become very angry. He said, how could you forget? Don't you know the culture? You cannot come empty-handed when you go and visit someone. When you visit someone, you must bring some gift, fruits or something. You cannot simply walk into people's house empty-handed. Where is your character? What is it? You called me Mahadeva. Were you cheating? Were you this? Were you that? And then Narada Muni became so worried. Then when he was like this, then he saw on the finger, there's a nail, there's a little prasadam stuck. See, my dear Lord, I got little prasadam stuck on my finger. Is it okay? Give it to me. Then after he took a morsel of that Mahaprasadam, Lord Shiva started to do Tandava Natya. He danced in ecstasy until the whole world started shaking and everybody thought end of the world is coming. So then Mother Parvati rushed in. She said, why are you dancing? The end of the world is not yet here. The destruction, we'll study that in Bhagavatam, Tandava Natya. What is that Natya? Right, the dance of destruction. Oh, mother, oh, my dear wife, you won't believe what happened to me. Say, what? Narada Muni came. He gave me a little morsel of Krishna Prasadam, Vishnu Prasadam. I just took it. I'm in great ecstasy. Oh, really? Then the wife asked, have you kept some for me? And then Lord Shiva said, uh-oh. No, Narada Muni only gave me a little. What nonsense you're talking? You always say, you half, I half. You know, Shiva half, Parvati half, right? They saw the form. You say, you are half and I am half. I mean, were you cheating all this while? Are you a hypocrite? How could you do this? And she became very angry. She goes into meditation. Whenever Mother Parvati goes into meditation, big trouble starts. We will study that in the story of Daksha in Srimad Bhagavatam. What happened? If Mother Parvati goes on deep meditation, the trouble actually starts. Before that thing happened, Lord Vishnu appeared. Pang! He said, okay, wait. Now, if you take a prasad from Lord Shiva, how about your children in this material? They'll be asking, oh, Mother, where is our part? What are you going to answer? And she'll be wondering, well, I am not sure. Therefore, in the coming expansion, I'm going to go as a Lord Jagannath. And my brother Balaram will come as Baladev. You come to me as my sister Subhadra. So in that festival of Radha Yatra, there'll be a festival, the chariot festival. You give away your prasadam freely to everyone. That's why until today, the Jagannath prasadam, after offered to Lord Jagannath, they offered to Mother, Vaishno Devi, I think, all right? Offered to her, then offered to Lord Shiva, then when it comes to the kitchen. It doesn't go other way, it goes this way. Because Lord says, you will have, eternally, you will have my first bite of Mahaprasadam. So it goes there. That's why in Radha Yatra festival, they throw the prasadam until many people get very angry. Those days, we take the sakrapare and all, we throw. It's such a festival. When you see the guy driving, when the window is open, we throw the prasadam into the, it comes into the, and sometimes the prasadam fall into the drain. And people get very angry. What is these crazy people? They have no respect for prasadam. They throw the prasadam like this. What nonsense is this? But they don't understand. When the prasadam falls into the drain, it dilutes. There's thousands and millions of germs, worms, that frog, baby frog, what they call?
Tadpole.
Tadpole. Yes, tadpole. All these things are tadpole. Everything is there. All the things who have taken a bite of that prasadam will be elevated to the human form the next following birth. They do not need to go for transmigration. That is how powerful is Jagannath Prasad. Right?
That is true, Prabhu. The first time I went,
so that's why
I was served by the priest, one of the 8 pandas there, and he served us using his hand, and then he served one by one. There were almost 8-9 varieties. And when we started there, you should ask Meera, your cousin. She was sitting with me, and we all were eating.
So that's the thing. Like sometimes people say, they put the hand inside and dig out. Did he wash his hand? Did he dig his nose? Don't worry. You go to Jagannath. You have to be very fortunate to get even a morsel of the prasadam.
Yeah.
You understand? Craving for prasadam is not wrong. So like that, our desire will remain until we go back home. Because this is why I'm hammering this point here. It is the point that we should remember by heart. There's a many speculation says we go back home, back to Godhead, we have become desireless. How can it be? Just like how this is called Mayavadi philosophy. We just enter into the light. We merge into the light and become nothing. All right, this is another subtle Mayavadi philosophy. You go back home, back to Godhead, you don't have a desire. Okay, that's why I'm hammering this point. That's why Prabhupada writes here, the first phrase he said like this: a living being cannot be vacant of desire. Cannot. All right, they cannot be vacant of desire. There's no such thing, no desire. Never. Then Prabhupada continues. He said, he is not a dead stone. He must be working, thinking, feeling, and willing. So remember this word: working, thinking, feeling, and willing. You have to work, you have to think, you have to feel, and there's a willing. But when he thinks, what happened? When he start to think, he start to feel. Then start to feel, and the wills materially. He becomes then because of this, he becomes entangled. And conversely, when he thinks, feels, and wills for the service of the Lord, he becomes gradually freed from all entanglement. That's what just now said. All right. All right. I've already explained that. Now, the more a person is engaged, the more. Okay. Let me what Prabhupada says. The more. This is the word that we should always remember. The more the person is engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, the more he acquires a hankering for it. All right. This is a statement that we should discuss now. That means what we understand here, the more the one person is engaged in the transcendental loving service, okay, the more he acquires the hankering for it. All right. How can we think about transcendental loving service? How can we understand the transcendental loving service? All right. How we can understand that? What is the transcendental loving service? Example. Right. Okay. Who like to volunteer to speak? I think. Okay, Tachaini Mataji, are you available to discuss this point? Okay, you're there.
Yeah, what is the point, Prabhu?
Okay, the thing is like this. See, when you first time met your husband, I don't know whether it's your love marriage or arranged marriage.
Yeah, it was love marriage. I'm from Kerala. He's from Gujarat.
Okay, so now what happened? When you start to meet him and you start to agree to fall in love with him or whatever it is, will you keep repeating his name, thinking about him, thinking about his name?
Actually, Prabhu, tell you frankly, when I first met him, I'm from Srimad. You came to do his training in the
I'm just
medical
asking an
line.
example. Yeah, my
I
example.
I wanted to meet him. In fact, we had this kind of thing like, I didn't really like him, but he was introduced to me by a friend. But I didn't develop feeling, but I was angry with him because he used to be very sarcastic.
Okay.
But I don't know how I end up falling in love. I think.
The detail is not important. we don't need the detail. But now, okay, you are very unique case. Okay, anyone else who have had fell in love and got married or what? Can anyone like to volunteer? Because I want to make a point here.
But Prabhu, one thing didn't like, then became very loving and very caring, and we really did fall in love until we wanted to really went against our family and got married. That's what I can tell you. I don't know what happened. I think it's because of Krishna.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Mataji. Okay. Now coming back to that, what's your husband's name, Mataji?
Yes, his name is Kumar Chandravardhan Patel.
Okay, Kumar. All right. So whenever you hear the word Kumar, were you attracted when somebody come and say Kumar?
Yeah. That's true.
So whenever you hear the word Kumar, you'll be attracted. So whenever you heard when somebody is telling, whenever you listen to one song, you know, suddenly when the word Kumar comes out of nowhere, pop, you get attracted and all this. Yes or not?
Yes, correct,
So
correct.
one of the things that when you are so much attracted, when you are so much in love, how are we going to express our love? Is to always thinking about him and repeating his name.
Yeah,
Right?
and I got your point. That is the same kind of feeling I have when I think about
For instance,
Krishna.
when sometimes when I need a favor from you, say when you're younger time, say you are an officer, all right? When I come and say, I think you made the best decision by marrying Mr. Kumar. Immediately you'll feel very ecstatic. Oh yeah, oh you know my husband. Oh yeah, I know him very well. So can you just help me on this? Without hesitation, you help on that. Right? Without hesitation, you know my husband.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, such a nice man, you know. The Chinese, very nice man. Yeah, he is. Okay, anyway, I came here for some proposal. Can you like help me? Definitely come. Just sign, not even reading about it. Approve on the spot. So this is some example when a person is in love. So similarly, what I am trying to say here is, let's relate our relation with Krishna through our material experience. That's the best way to understand this. That's why Prabhupada gives lots of analogy. What that analogy? Your material experience relating to Krishna's relation, right? So when you look at this kind of relationship, when you look at this kind of what they call application of your material experience to spiritual life. So when you look at these Prabhus and mothers, what we can understand here, the more a person engage in transcendental living service. So the more the person engage means, how are you going to express your love to Krishna? Right? First you start, okay, we all agree to one point that we love Krishna so much. Sometimes we don't even want to look at any other form other than Krishna. Right? How about this form, Venkatachalami? Okay, yeah. How about Narayana? But I only want Krishna. Because you're so attached to Krishna, we love Krishna like that. So how are you going to express your love to Krishna? When the more you engage in thinking and thinking about him or talking about him and everything. So how are you going to increase? So the word Prabhupada have given the key word here. The key word here is says this, the more. So that means, in other words, in order for us to increase our more hankering, when we want to acquire more of acquires of hankering, when you want to increase our hankering for Krishna, we have to increase our engagement in the transcendental loving service. How are we going to increase? By thinking, willing, and willing and feeling. So first we have to think about Krishna, then we have to feel about Krishna. And how are we going to, because see, everything is sense perception. When Prabhupada always writes sense gratification, sense perception. Perception means what? Understanding the subject through the sensual organ. Okay. I want to see some, say like for instance, and they say, okay, say like for instance, okay, I'll give you one crazy example. Oh, you know, this particular girl, she's the prettiest. You know, she's a Malaysian who won Miss Universe. She's so pretty and everything. When I hear about it, I can't understand, I can't perceive it. So my eyes want to see. When I see that beauty queen, when I looked at her, it's a sense perception. Yes, the eyes agreed. Yes, she's extremely beautiful. When I hear that someone created a very nice music, I can't understand by description, but I can perceive that through my hearing. When there's a very nice new perfume created, oh, such a beautiful divine perfume, oh, such a thing, I can't perceive it until I have it in my nose, I smell it. When they say there's a person is a great cook, like what Mataji is telling, how tasty is Jagannath Prasadam? I've never eaten Jagannath Prasadam. Okay. But of course, I've been released from some bankruptcy. So next year I'll be like traveling to Jagannath. I want to go there. And so until I take the prasadam and put into my tongue, perception happens. So sense perception. But now, how can I have that loving service in this particular condition? How can I increase it? That one and only way, Prabhus and mothers, is the only thing among all our senses. We have 5. Eyes, nose, tongue, ear, and touch, skin. We have all these senses. But among all these, the most powerful, the one that very hard to give up, and even Bhakti Vinod Thakur sings it as a wicket, Sarira Abhidedra, Dorin Rai Taekal, Jiva Pule Visai Sagore. Lobo Moy, Sudurmati. Say Anna Mrita Pau, Radha Krishna Gunagav. So there's a Prasada mantra. Oh, brother, the tongue is so wicked. And in order to subdue the wicked tongue, feed it with Krishna Prasadam. So among the Indriyas that we have, the tongue is the most wicked and very hard to satisfy. And because of tongue, so millions of animals are getting slaughtered every second. Just for the satisfaction of the 6 inches tongue that we have. So the only thing that we can perceive without seeing and experiencing is through the tongue. So the best thing, Prabhus and Mothers, we should increase our chanting of the holy name. Because the chanting of the holy name is a direct perception of the tongue. Sense perception. We are satisfying our tongue by chanting the holy name. When we repeat Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't get the taste. I don't feel anything. It's okay because we are under the disease condition. We are under the jaundice, right? Sometimes when you want to take some very bitter medicine, we have to coat it with some sugar. You know, they put some sugar inside the Vapla, something like that. Put it in the Vapla, you coat it in the sugar and take it just to prick the tongue. Because when the tongue agrees, the body will react. When the tongue disagrees, yes, this medicine is terrible, I won't take it no matter what, you will never touch it. So just to trick the tongue, they have to put sugar. Similarly, in that jaundice condition, even we take sugar, it's very, very bitter. Right? It's very bitter. So in order to do that, even whether you have the taste, you don't have the taste, whether you understood, don't understand, when we carry on chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you actually bringing the tongue under control. Because what Krishna says, at one moment of time, I will come and dance on your tongue. When you start to dance on the tongue, when the tongue gets the taste, that's when we start to have all that symptoms of bhava. Horripilation, heart start beating fast. Your hair start to stand on the end. Your body will start to tremble. Your words start to slip. Your eyes start to tear. And your emotion cannot be controlled. You will be crying, and that's when the hankering starts. When that hankering is so distinct, and then that's when you start to have vipralamba, the mode of separation. Oh my Lord, where are you? And that's the time, the more and more you do, and that's the time that more and more material conditioning will start to remove from our heart. All right? So we stay. So the basic thing, satisfy the tongue. Oh, you think satisfy? Why not I take prasadam? How much prasadam can you eat? You eat it until the stomach will reject. You say, enough. Even your tongue says one, your stomach rejects. But you're chanting. So what we understand, the more the person engage in loving service, and the loving service is by simply talking about your beloved one. Our beloved is who? Radha and Krishna. Okay, I hope that you all have this, the thing that I printed and give it to you. I hope that you all have it. All right. Oh my God, my daughter wrote something on it. Oh, Krishna. Okay. Anyway, so it's a Gopal Guru Goswami's explanation of the mind mapping form. All right, on Sri Bhajana Rahasya, on chapter 1, verse 34. What that Hare Krishna mantra? Right. I hope that you all have it with you and always see it and read it. Radha is Hare. Hare means what? Hara. Hara got another term in a vocative. That means the word that we speak. He said is Hare. Hare means what? The one who attracts the mind of Krishna. Hari means the one who removes our sin. That's why in Malaysia, it's considered we are living in the land of Vaishnava. Everyone is chanting Hari. Even their cow slaughters, Muslim, Christian, doesn't matter. Hari is standard. Hari. So the word Hari itself carries so much of Sukriti. Hari means the one who removes the sin. So Hara is the one who attracts the mind of Krishna. So when you say Hare Krishna, Krishna, Radharani is catching hold of Krishna's attention. Hare Krishna, hey, the one who attracted Krishna, then Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. And that Krishna was attracted to you and attracted to you. And because of that, you achieved the greatest pleasure. Ramana, Abhirama, the greatest pleasure. Okay. The greatest pleasure, what we call it? We call it as the Lileshwara. And you become and Krishna become a Lileshwara. And he become expert in Dhira Lalita Nayak. Dhira Lalita Nayak. It's unbelievable exchange, which is, I shouldn't speak it openly. Lila, what do you call it? Just what? Dhira Lalita Nayak. Right? And that is Abhirama. So now, Hare, Radha, they have captured the mind of Hari. And now you are enjoying the conjugal pastime. Hare Rama. You enjoy. Hare Rama. And you go on enjoying. And Rama Rama. You extremely enjoying. Oh Radha Radha. Hare Hare. So when we start to think and meditate, and the more and more and more you start to chant, you come to the level of Sukriti, and you start to experience Krishna dancing on your tongue. Right? That is very, very powerful. So again, I'm hammering here. Minimum 16 rounds, not sufficient. So that is the transcendental nature of a godly service. Material service is satiation. Right? Satiation means what? Material service will stop one day. You will get fed up with it. All right? You become bored with it. Whereas spiritual service has neither satiation nor end. I mean, it doesn't stop. You don't get fed up, but it can never be stopped. There's no end. In your career world, 60 maximum, out you go. You have to be forcefully retired. One can go on increasingly his hankering. Prabhupada writes, he can go on increasing his hankering for the loving transcendental service of the Lord. And yet, he will not find satiation nor end. That means you can use the entire lifetime. Even for instance, when you look at another story of Goloka, right? I think I'm going out of the topic. Anyway, it is very important. Every day, Radharani will see Krishna and she become dumbfounded. After her Parakya Ras ends at 6 a.m., then they go back. And after that, in the evening or in the afternoon, okay, in the morning, he will take the cows for grazing. It's a festival. When you take the cow, everybody, all the people in Vrindavan will come on and stand and watch him. And on the one of the cow, Krishna will be sitting on the cow. He'll be sitting on the cow among the thousands of cows. One cow will be sitting. And when the gopis and Radharani, who just met him few hours ago, when they see him, they will be dumbfounded. Who is that handsome boy? Who is that handsome boy? Oh my God, he looks so handsome. Who is that boy? I think that's the Fleur, Nandaraja. I mean, is that the Krishna that I was with him yesterday? How come he becomes so beautiful? Just imagine, just after a few hours, because they are loving reciprocation, they are their prema, their love is ever increasing. Every day Krishna changes. Every day. That's why when you read some of the literatures, which is confidential literature, when you read, I was wondering, how come? Just saw and look, suddenly fall in love. I mean, I was wondering how. Then I got the answer. Because Krishna, his beauty is ever increasing. Now you see Krishna face to face. After 2 hours, you come and see, you can never recognize him. You'll be thinking, who's this guy? So handsome. Even more handsome than 2 hours ago that you saw. Ever increasing. Similarly, the reciprocation, the loving transcendent service will not satiate it, will never stop, and it will never come to end. You will never get bored. It just go on. Then Prabhupada writes this word that we must take into consideration. What is that? Intense. By intense service. What is intense? Severely. Very much into. Non-compromise. Extremely. Extreme. It is not like a surface level one. You have no other thing. Intense. Right? When the exam comes, they say study intense. Oh, my children are studying intensely. That means they are not looking at the social, nothing. They throw everything. They sit in front of the computer or sit in front of the book. They study. Intense. So what Prabhupada writes, by intense, what? Service of the Lord. That's when one can experience, Prabhus and others, intense service. That's when one can experience the presence of the Lord transcendentally. So how? When you chant Hare Krishna, please don't let your mind go for a walk. Intensely chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like I've just created one method of chanting yesterday, and it really works. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's why again I'm telling you, I made this thing, all right, made this mind mapping. Please copy it and keep it in front of you. Understand the mind mapping. If you don't understand, please call me personally. I'll explain to you. Right? I'll explain to you what does that mean. In that, create a meditation. Like just now I said, Hare, the one attracts the mind of Krishna. She successfully attracted him. So Hare Krishna, all the way, imagine the Radharani giving a side glance of Krishna, and Krishna start to melt, falling in love. Yeah. Managed to capture the mind. Hare means capturing. Who captured the mind of Shama. And he is a Lileshwara. Who are? Dhira Lalita Nayak. Who is Abhirama. And now Radha and Ramana, both are having a beautiful, eternal, conjugal pastime. So in that meditation, Hare Krishna. Sometimes the finger and all these certain things you can do. So like that. Intensify. But if you can't, doesn't matter, simply go on repeating this word. You just repeat. Why I no taste? It's okay, because you got jaundice. Because I told to my mentor, Prabhuji, I'm chanting X number of round. More than what I supposed to do it, X number of round. I inspire people and they also chanting that much of rounds. But until now, Prabhu, I still couldn't get a single taste. Why? He just said, Prabhu, you're still having jaundice. Just keep taking the medicine. One day you stop, the disease can increase. Every day take. Sometimes when you take the medicine, why nothing is happening to me? You don't know what is happening in your heart, in your body. All right? Only thing you can't feel it, but you have to go on taking the medicine. Eventually the medicine will heal you. So similarly, just go on chanting. Eventually everything will be okay. So the key word that we should remember here is what? Intense. Okay? And Prabhupada is intense service to the Lord. So when we get an opportunity to serve Krishna, you get down and work, do intensely 100%. All right. Don't do half-heartedly. Don't do intense service. Okay. That's why, Prabhus and mothers, when you are serving in the kitchen, do not talk. Kitchen is not the place for grandmother story. Kitchen is not the place for gossip. Kitchen is the place for serious meditation, because your preparation is going to be eaten by the Lord himself. And the one who's going to serve the Lord is Srimati Radharani. And the one who's going to pass the prasadam is the Acharya Parampara. It's not a joke. Right? That's why I've seen like some, like in Alachua and some other places, the kitchen, they are very serious. There's no chatting in the kitchen. There's no chatting. Right? They just ask question, take instruction. That's the only thing that you can hear there. Even in some Western world and everything. Even you should see the way Salem, ISKCON Salem, the kitchen. No talking. Asking question, taking instruction, the thing they talk. And you should see the way they cook. They are so much in meditation. Even when they stir the thing with using the long thing, when they stir it with the rhythm. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Intense. We can create that. If any one of you are cooking in the kitchen, please practice this. When someone asks you a question, don't even bother to answer. Put a face mask. Everybody covers the head and everything, but you must put a face mask. Do not speak. If you need, okay, Mataji, should I add more sugar? No, that's enough. That's all. No answering the phone. Like that, you can intensify the little seva that you perform. Example, right? So like that. So therefore, what Prabhupada writes, seeing the Lord means what? So what Prabhupada writes, very important statement, he is being engaged in his service because his service and his person are identical. Please underline the statement. What Prabhupada writes, that we can experience the presence. We can experience. We have still couldn't see it yet. We must remember, oh, if I do the service, can I see Krishna? No, you can experience Krishna. You can experience the presence of the Lord. Right? You can feel. Sometimes you cook, end up the food becomes so tasty. It's not that because of your fingers. It's not because of your golden fingers. Krishna have accepted it. Krishna have blessed it. Right? So you can experience the presence. Then Prabhupada writes, so seeing the Lord, how we can understand? How we can understand seeing the Lord? He is being engaged in his service. Because his service and the person are identical. There's no difference about it. Okay? Service means not menial work. Get down and sweat yourself and do. Not that. Anything that you do it in the name of the Lord. Like among the service, Krishna says, even our Acharya says, the topmost, the thing that he loves the most, when you do book distribution. I strongly encourage Prabhus and mothers to actually distribute at least one Bhagavad Gita a week. Without book distribution, it is not possible. Today, Tachaini Mataji, who is my cousin's mother-in-law, they all become fired up because they were all book distributors. The cousin, Meera, okay, my cousin, she became a DC because she distributed, I don't know, how many sets of Bhagavatam. I lost count. I think she alone have distributed something like 50 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. And I think 100 over sets of Bhagavad Gita when we start to do this online Gita Gyan program. And she's not even a devotee. But she had that inspiration. That somehow or other made her become convicted with Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Then she, along with the mother-in-law, that Tachaini Mataji, Tachaini Kumar, all of them went to Jagannath Puri. And she was telling me certain things, which I also like to share. When she went and saw, her eagerness start to increase day by day. I want to go to Puri. And they went there during first time, and they went there during the natural disaster. They want to close the temple. The temple is supposed to be closed because of typhoon. All right? Because a strong wind. What they call typhoon, right? They call typhoon, right? What is the term? They call typhoon, is it? Cyclone. A terrible cyclone. And they say they want to evacuate, they want to like close the temple, nobody can go in. But somehow or other, they are so fortunate by the time they went there and the cyclone was about to come. But they opened the temple and people were running around and there's nobody and they got a pure darshan. And they went in, you know what she said? Punithan, I cannot count. I went in, I just burst out crying. She started to exhibit some bhava. So that's what I was saying. So we can experience by engaging in our service. When we just go on engaging in book distribution, Prabhus and mothers, you can achieve the highest sukriti. Because of these, Krishna sent Prabhupada. There's some confidential story that Prabhupada has spoken. Some of the disciples, okay, this is not the platform. Prabhupada refused to come, but Krishna assured him, go. So that means the Sankirtan, the spreading of this movement, even Krishna wanted it to happen. And you engage in that service, imagine the amount of level that Krishna is going to be pleased. So if you want to really go on a fast track, book distribution and chanting your holy name, more than 16 rounds. These two things can really help the person. That's when you can feel the service. If you can ask any Sankirtan devotees, you can see the wonders. Right? I have few experience, like one of the things, I have lost my voice, I have no voice. I just couldn't do anything. But I went to the street, I don't know how I screamed. And that time the mic was not functioning, the speaker was not functioning. I just screamed. Then after they come back, the thing come back again. There's a lot of miracles happen. If you really want to feel Krishna, do Sankirtan. Then Prabhupada writes, then he continues, he says that, he says, the sincere devotee should means must, go on with sincere service of the Lord. Should go on with the sincere service of the Lord. What is the sincere service? Do not expect any recognition, any result. Say that you made the first class dish, but nobody recognizes you, it's okay. If you really think about it, Prabhu and Mother, it feels so good. You know, during 2021, when I hit the highest target, which is also considered like a world record, did this 5,000 over Bhagavad, 400 Bhagavad, 200 sets of Bhagavad, all through non-devotees. But now you can see that some devotees are hitting 5,000 books a day. But all these I did through the non-devotee, through the people, inquisitive people. They don't know hate and tail about Krishna consciousness. And yet they moved it. Right? So I was thinking, they say, no, never expected any recognition. Never expect any recognition. I don't want. So this is so sincere service means you are serving to please the Lord. You're not serving to show off. All right? We must always remember that by heart. I'm here to serve Krishna. I'm serving Krishna by serving my spiritual master. Imagine you make something nice and offer to your spiritual master. Your spiritual master says, wow, you have done a good job. Thank you. Then you give to Krishna, my dear Lord, look at my disciple, created something nice for you. Right? You don't go to the spiritual master and say, oh, please tell me. Then after that, you go around asking people, how the food I cook, nice or not? That one nice, this one nice, that one nice, this one nice. Or did you see the decoration? Does it look good? Do you think this is good? That means what? You are seeking some fame. So when the Krishna looked at it, okay, you want fame? Take it. You don't even bother to look what I have offered. Must be very careful. So sincere devotees, they should go on with a sincere service. And that's when the Lord will give proper direction. The Lord will give the direction. Okay, there are a lot of things I can speak on that, but of course we have no time. The proper direction. We don't need, that's what I'm saying. Basically, we can live a carefree life. No need to worry, because Krishna have already make the part. Just like you're going all paid trip. They give you a flight ticket. All right, you just go to the flight. You go to the airport, check in. You just get into the flight. You don't need to worry. Then you go fly, you get down. Somebody will be holding with your name there. And that person will take you. You don't need to worry where the plane going to land, who's the person going to fetch me, which are the hotel I'm going to stay, what's going to be my breakfast, how good. No, you don't need to just think, just keep quiet, just go. Okay, come. This is your hotel, sir. This is your room. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, then they come and knock. Sir, your breakfast ready. Would like to come and have breakfast, or can I come and give it to you in the room? Oh, I think I'm. Then after that, during lunch, oh, your lunch is ready, sir. Please, can you just like to come and have your lunch? Then after that, okay, sir, today's your activity, we're going to take you here, we're going to take you there, go everywhere nicely, watch everything and come back. You just see, wow, come back. Sir, your dinner is ready. Carefree life. So when we allow Krishna to look after our destiny, when you surrender to Krishna, we basically we can live a carefree life. We don't need to worry where we're going to go, and we don't need to hope. Will I die in this way? Will I die in that way? Will I remember Krishna? All that, no need to worry. Krishna will take care. Because we have surrendered to Krishna. If not, our surrender doesn't make any means, doesn't make sense. Right? Say like 100 students go into a school. They have agreed and surrendered to the school system, education system. So the teachers are there, trying to train the children. But there will be some with the attitude problem. Some will have a bad character. Some will be a rowdy. Some will be a gangster. Some will be a very studious. Some will be narcissistic. Some will be crazy. All varieties of character, human character is in that one school. But that doesn't mean that the teachers find, oh, this fellow is too much. Kick him out from the school. They don't do that. They somehow or other will tolerate all the students' problem and will somehow or other will guide him to make him a better person. That's the goal of the school. So similarly, we may have any anarthas. Fair enough. Because what Krishna don't understand, that you are conditioned material. He created the system. Does he know that you are part of that suffering? He knew. But he want to find out, how much do you want to come back to me? That's when the confession will come in. As long as we start to confess, we start to cry, that's when Krishna start to know, actually, you very seriously want to come back to me. All right. You just need to do confession only once, Prabhus and Mothers. Again, I'm telling you, if you do not confess, you are going to waste a lifetime. Do a confession. Don't take things for granted. Don't take things, this is another nonsense, or what kind of sentiment. No. Do your confession. When you confess, Krishna says, oh, okay. You really want to come back to me, is it? Oh, okay. I thought you're with me, you're still not like, suddenly a student go to the teacher and says, my dear teacher, I want to study very hard. I want to be the best student. Can you please guide me? So when a student goes to the teacher and express the commitment of study, the teacher will start to pay more attention on the student. Because all the students are random, but one particular student come to and confess, teacher, I really want it, and the teacher will pay all the attention. Similarly, there are so many millions of people are coming to Krishna, surrender to Krishna. But if you confess yourself, Krishna will start to pay attention on you. And that's when you can see that moment, Lord will give proper direction. Okay? Proper direction to what? To how and where that it has to be done. Okay? That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Those who surrender to me, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Carry what they lack. Oh, you don't have enough money, I give you money. No, not that. I preserve your bhakti up to now. Don't worry, you will never fall down. Even if you fall down also, no worries, your bhakti, I still preserve it. It's like a fixed deposit, like an EPF. You can never take it out. It's already there. And I carry what you like. What are the things you're still lacking, my dear Prabhu, or my dear son, my dear daughter? What are you still carrying? Why you're lazy? I'll try to feed that now. Whatever you have done, I hold it. What you don't have now, I'll feed you. I'll supply to you. I carry what you lack. And I preserve what you have. So Lord will give proper direction as to how and where that it has to be done. Isn't that fantastic? And Prabhupada ends this purport with the statement, there was no material desire in Narada. And yet, just to increase his intense desire for the Lord, he was so advised. Because just to increase the intense desire, he was advised. So the secret of success in bhakti, that is to increase the intense desire. We have to really work on this thing, how that I can increase my intense desire to this thing. So once our desire increase, of course, then halfway that Krishna will give you more and more sukriti and will increase your desire. All right. So with that, we end the session here. Wow, we are doing only one verse a day, Krishna. Because you see now the conversation between Narada and Vyasadeva, there's so much of jewel. A secret is being hidden. Right? So when you look at this text 26, my God, I got a lot of things. Small purport. 26. Very powerful. Then 27. All these are 30. So this total verse is 38. I don't know whether we can finish it by this week or by next week. Right. So with that, thank you so much, Prabhus and Mothers. So tomorrow we continue text 23. Any questions? Any questions? Any comment? Oh. All right. There's no questions. Then we end the session here. Thank you so much for your wonderful association. Today is Ekadasi. So I hope that you all are making full use of today's opportunity and some of this Adik month. I hope that you're still studying chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga in Bhagavad Gita, reciting all the verses of that. I've not just remembered. And of course, we have, today is 11th. I think we got another 4 more days for this month to over. Whoever have not offered a ghee lamp, please offer ghee lamp to the Lord. Okay. Then encourage your whole family to offer ghee lamp, at least for the next 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, or at least today. Today is Ekadasi day. All right. Or you just make some tulsi thing and just use the wick and offer the ghee lamp. Whatever things that you have missed to do, do it. If you have not chanted, you have not studied that 15, the 20 verses of chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga, please read so. Okay. And also another 5 more days, even today is Ekadasi, at least today, you try to chant more than 16 rounds. All right. With that, thank you so much for a wonderful association. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, all glories to our great Acharya, our opulent Acharya Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the assembled devotee, Vancha Kalpatarubhascha, Kripa Sindhubevacha, Patitanam Pavenebhyo, Vaishnavebayo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna, have a beautiful day. Hare
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.